guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to episode 13 of Let's FIFA 16, and we only need 3 points at this stage to get the Division 8 title. So of course, we're hoping that we'll be able to pick that up in this episode. So we're jumping into the division, we're rocking with our Serie A squad, which so far I've really been enjoying using, and we come up against sort of replica of our squad, just a little bit more expensive. Some of the players, you got Guerin, you got Cáceres, you got Juan Jesus, you got Felipe Anderson. You got some players that's a little bit more expensive than the players I got into my side, but still two very similar squads. And it's us to get the first chance. Kishna on the ball here, but couldn't really get a good shot in the end. And instead, I get a terrible touch with my defender, but Lopez is equal to the shot, and it remains at 0-0. 21st minute, Dybala on the ball, plays it to Fernandes, a fake shot, plays it on through to Balotelli, a striker I've come to enjoy quite a bit on the game because of his strength and power. He goes on through here, but he couldn't power it in at the near post, unfortunately. And this was a match with a lot of chances. Let's put it like that. Balotelli here, not finding the target in the 25th, 26th minute, and then 45th minute is Kishna on the ball, breaking on through into the box, trying out a shot, but it's blocked off by the defender. Second half, we're at it again. Dybala on the ball this time around, and we pick up a penalty. And what I found, especially playing in the higher divisions on another account, is that if you go with a chip down the middle and add a lot of power, people usually look at the power bar and go to the side. But this guy just didn't go to the side. He saved my penalty, and I kept on missing my chances. But else, I'd say go with the chip with a lot of power down the middle is generally a pretty good thing to do, at least in the higher divisions, because you can this year see the power on the penalties. And if there's a lot of power, people think you're going to go to the side usually. But we kept on going in this match, and as you can see, there's so many freaking chances, and they're just all going wide or being saved. I could not score in this match, and you know when you're playing that type of game, your opponent is going to get that one chance, break on through, down the other end to get a goal, and that was sort of the thing I was fearing in this match. But in the 82nd minute, we turn a player here with Dybala, and finally we're able to put the ball into the back of the net. It took way too long, and we had way too many chances, not being clinical enough. But in the end, we do get that Division 8 title. So we have get a nice little coin bonus, and I thought, you know what, let's pick up a cheap Bonucci, or list him up, maybe we can make a few coins there. Just sort of continue that little bit quick trading in between games every now and again, just so we make a little bit of profit every now and again. But apart from that, I actually want to jump right into the new division. I think maybe in the next episode we will go on to build a new squad. I don't know which team will be changing around. Maybe this squad, because the losses we've been getting has mainly been with this squad, whereas the Serie A squad been really strong to play with in most of our games. But yeah, we jump into Division 7 for our first game. We're going with the false 9 squad as Cuadrado is injured. And we come up against this opponent who's rocking with a Serie A squad, just like our last opponent, but he's playing in a 4-3-3 with his team. And it's a really strong defense in midfield, and the attack pretty good as well. But it's us to get the first chance. Fernandes on the ball, and look at that weird little shot. Like, the roulette wasn't perfect, but we got a shot in, and that was a crazy shot from Fernandes. Top corner finish, and we are up 1-0. We get a free kick a couple minutes later. Nani steps up, but it will hit the post, unfortunately. It could have been nice to go up 2-0, but I was happy I got an early lead in this match. And yeah, we get onto the ball. Danny here, he picks up a penalty, and Cavillo will step up for this, and I just decided to go to the top corner this time. I don't know if lower division players wouldn't think of the sort of chip thing I was talking about earlier, because I find in higher divisions everybody seems to dive to the side when you add a lot of power on your penalties. But anyways, we go up 2-0 and we continue creating chances in this match. Cavillo on the ball here, plays it back to Pereira, gets it back here, and it goes inside the box here with a couple of skill moves. Really nice stuff, but unfortunately on his second shot and his third shot, he cannot put it into the back of the net. Had it been a nice little goal from him there, but at this point in time in the game, it was just like play around for fun, try and score a skill goal if I could. And Nani here trying out an effort, but saved by the keeper. Into the second half, or just before the second half, he does get a goal there down the middle, right through my goalkeeper. A little bit disappointing, but didn't really matter too much, because as we start the second half, we get the ball on to Penalties. He scores his second goal, and he's a quality player in the midfield, in my opinion. We really enjoy playing with him. And not long after, we do encounter the Rage Quit. So we get our first 3 points of Division 7. And the False 9 squad played really well in this match. Very, very good game that was. I felt on top of the game pretty much throughout the entire thing. Apart from that one breakthrough he had where he scored, I felt the squad was in good balance throughout the match. And yeah, we still had Cuadrado injured, so we kept on going with that False 9 squad to see if we could continue our good form here in Division 7. We come up against a pretty much full non-rare squad apart from the right back. La Liga side it is. I was not too sure what to expect, because sometimes those kind of opponents can be really, really good. But it could also just be somebody who just sort of starting up and playing with a budget squad or got a fitness squad or something like that. And it didn't take too long before we got our first goal, and it didn't take too long before I figured out this was a game I was sitting on. I was creating the chances, and yeah, my opponent, he didn't get his first shot in before the 61st minute. My defender misses the clearance, he gets the shot in, but we're able to save it with our goalkeeper. And yeah, then in the 74th minute, yet another game with yet another penalty. There's a lot of penalties in this episode, and we score that to make it a 2-0. Penalties everywhere. It's becoming a trend for me, just picking up penalties. We try out a couple more shots in the 89th minute. We pick up the corner. We play it to Dania. Try a new little tactic, just skill move and send it in. We actually almost get something out of it. Nani gets the ball here, but hit it onto the post. And that is pretty much how the game is going to end. We win it 2-0. A pretty comfortable victory yet again. We're sitting on 6 points in Division 7, and that is going to be where we end off this episode. I think in the next episode we might do a couple of changes to one of our squads and see if we can improve them a little bit. But for now, we're going to end it off. I want to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.